Jump rope is simple if you practice the right things. Unfortunately, most beginners wing it, leading to this. I'm gonna show you the 3 key areas you should focus on so you can start jumping smoother, faster. Key area 1 is big because every beginner gets this wrong, so we need to fix it fast. Here's what you don't wanna do. You don't want your elbows pointed in towards your sides with your arms flared out away from you. This creates a lot of inconsistencies and makes it difficult to get into a good rhythm. Instead, focus on keeping your hands around hip level, which is very important, and I'll share more on that shortly. And keep your elbows pointing backwards. This position will be easier to maintain, creating a far more consistent rope path, leading to great success. But be aware when making changes to your hand and arm positioning, be ready for them to drift back towards where you had them before. This is normal because you now have to break the old habit. Here's how you can overcome this quickly. Start your jump rope sessions with 5 minutes focusing strictly on hand and arm position. Do this until this new form dominates the old bad form. Anytime I feel like my form gets a little loose, causing trips, I'll return to this area of focus to dial it back in. But that's not all. If you don't focus on key area number 2, you'll be tripping, bro. You can't keep your hands and arms in good position if your arms are flailing all over the place to get the rope around you. Nor will you ever be able to keep a smooth tempo. So what should you do? Well, by focusing on key area number 1 and bringing your hands in towards your hips and keeping your elbows pointing backwards, it forces you to rotate the rope using just your wrists. You want to have very little arm movement as you're rotating the rope. This helps keep a consistent rope path, builds faster speeds, and ultimately helps reduce the amount of trips you experience. Here's a rotation drill you can do. Start with both handles in your dominant hand. Practice rotating the rope only using your wrists as much as possible. Go slower and faster. Switch hands and repeat. You will likely find that you have a weaker side, usually your non-dominant side. Continue to practice this as needed to develop that coordination more. Once you've nailed that, now jump the rope as normal. Again, you want to focus on wrist rotation, keeping both sides in sync with each other. If you feel it starts to get out of sync, stop and reset. The more you practice and place focus in this area, the faster it will improve. Eventually, you'll find that you won't have to think about it at all. Can you see the glaring difference between the left and the right? More rope speed is worthless if you jump like this. It slows and limits your tempo, increases impact, and uses a ton of energy. You need to practice jumping just higher than the rope is thick. I often made this a personal challenge, testing myself to see how low I could jump while still clearing the rope. When jumping for slower speeds, push through the balls of your feet and focus on your toes being the last to leave the ground. Then leave them hanging down. This is what I call jump follow through, and it makes sure that all of your jump power is going straight down into the ground instead of being wasted in a direction that doesn't help propel you upwards. But notice that regardless if I'm jumping at a faster or slower pace, I keep my jump low. I simply adjust my rope speed to match my jump tempo. This can be challenging at first, but I have a drill that will help you develop it. It's the low jump drill challenge, and it's very simple. Test to see how many jumps you can do in 15 seconds. Learn to push your speed limit, but try to do it without tripping. Once you get a full 15 seconds, try to beat that score. Learning to jump low won't just help your speed. It will also help you develop rope control. A drill that I found very valuable was simply practicing changing your tempo. Start by gradually building up to a fast tempo and then bring it back down. Repeat this over and over. Once you get good at that, practice going from a slow speed straight to a fast speed and back. This will teach you to quickly speed up and slow down your rope while simultaneously connecting the proper jump height and tempo with that rope speed. But here's the thing, while these 3 key areas will definitely help you, there's another major beginner mistake that will make it impossible to do these if it's not fixed. I show you what that is and how to fix it in this video right here.